Good evening, everyone. We will begin the evening service of the Miroku Association headquarters, expressing our gratitude to God and Meishu-sama for the permission and protection granted us while participating today in God's divine plan of constructing a paradise on this earth. Let us pray together the Amatsu-Norito, the prayer of heaven, followed by the Miroku Prayer. Please stand. Taka ni kamzumarimasu kamuro i kamuro mino mikoto mochite sume miyoya kamu izanagi no mikoto tsukushi no himuka no tachihana no odo no ahagi harani Misogi harai tamo toki ni narimaseru harai dono o kamitachi moro moro no magagoto sumike gare o harai tamae kiyome tamae tomao sukoto no yoshio Amatsu kami kunitsu kami yao yorozu no kami tachi tomoni Ame no fuchi koma no mimi huri tatete Kikoshi mese to kashikomi mo maosu Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki hae tamae Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki hae tamae Oshie miyoya nushi no kami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Oshie miyoya nushi no kami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Nagara tamachi haemase. Nagara tamachi haemase. Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan. Please be seated for group Johrei. May God and Meishu-sama bless you. Meishu-sama's teaching this evening is entitled Guidance for Living in This World, and is found on the Daily Inspirations, page 59. To follow the path God has prepared for us and to obey His divine guidance lead to peace of mind in this world. No need to wonder why things do not always go as the mind desires. It is usually because the mind and heart are not pure and clear. The only way to live happily in this mortal world is to live in harmony with the cosmic law of God. When I'm faced with a difficult problem that seems to defy a solution, in spite of my best efforts, I turn to God for help and guidance. I release my problem to His wisdom and wait, trusting that the answer will present itself. I can say from experience that even if a prospect looks dark in the beginning, the result is always better than anticipated. I also dream big dreams and pray to God for His help in bringing them to fruition. He blesses me beyond my dreams in His own ways, through His wisdom. It is indeed wonderful. Once in a while I encounter something, the prospect of which is so disheartening, it weighs heavily on my mind. I say to myself, this must have prelude to something good, a blessing in disguise. Then I wait for God to clarify the problem. Later, I find it turning into a wonderful blessing indeed. What seemed to be an adverse condition proves to have been a necessary purification in order to make the blessing possible. By placing my trust in God, my life has been richly blessed with His miracles. This is what I mean by the joyfulness of faith. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining the Miroku Association headquarters evening service. Thank you also for your continuous prayers towards world peace, to all the victims of wars and natural disasters. This evening, I want to share with you the faith experience of Elton Campos Maior de Souza. He's from Duque de Caxias, Rio de Janeiro. Elton is 24 years old. In 2019, was unemployed and spent virtually every night playing video games. As a result, he slept during the day. Over time, he developed severe pain in his spine and suffered from sleep paralysis, which is an inability to speak or move when falling asleep or waking up. It usually lasts from 1 to 2 minutes, making it a frightening experience. He felt desperate because he felt suffocated and thought he was going to die. He began to face conflicts at home as his parents demanded attitudes towards his job situation and the way he lived. Elton's parents are Johrei members and they always offered him Johrei, but he never wanted to receive it. So many times his father would enter his room and channel Johrei while he played video games. Nearly 2021, they started holding Johrei gatherings at his home, which he did not attend. Despite this attitude, his parents understood that through Johrei, Elton could change himself. He believes their love started to transform something inside him. In early August of last year, on one of the days when the Johrei gathering was taking place at their home, he woke up earlier and, when invited by a lay leader, he agreed to participate in the gathering. Excuse me. On that day, he received Johrei from all the members present, and in the end, he felt quite good. Consequently, he began to receive it daily with his mother. With that, Elton noticed that his back pain and sleep paralysis were becoming moderate. This awakened in him a very great desire to deepen and understand the power and process of Johrei. A lay leader called him to participate in a monthly appreciation service at the Johrei Center. His grandparents on his mother's side were also present, as they noticed Elton's change and became interested in our church. Elton spoke with the center's minister, who advised him to take the Johrei principles classes. This way, he learned more and more about our practice of faith, felt happier and more motivated. Even people noticed that his demeanor had changed. Consequently, at the end of August of last year, with the desire to be useful to others, he was allowed to receive the Ohikari sacred focal point along with his grandparents who also joined our faith. Today, his back pain only manifests if he exerts a lot of effort, and his sleep paralysis rarely occurs. Currently, Elton dedicates himself to the communication sector, is part of the group of officiants, dedicates himself to organizing pilgrimage to the sacred grounds of Guarapiranga, and participates in jury gatherings at his home. He is now self-employed and no longer plays video games excessively. In the face of these blessings and the strengthening of his faith, in the months of October and November, Elton was able to guide three of his friends to our faith. He's very thankful to God and Meishu-sama for the opportunity to be useful in the construction of paradise on earth. Elton's goal is to continue dedicating himself to the expansion of the divine work through Johrei and increasingly guiding others to the path of true happiness. Thank you very much for attending this evening service, for listening to this faith experience. Wish you a very blessed evening, and with this concludes our evening service.